All right, now joined by the head coach of Catholic women's basketball team, Matt Donahue, players Kaylee Byrne and Carly Mulvaney. We'll start, Coach, just with your overall thoughts on advancing to tomorrow's game with a 15-point win here in the first round.
Just really excited with our team effort and our resilience coming out of the gates here today. We fell behind. Penn State Barron's a tough, gritty team. That came through loud and clear when we were preparing for them. And we knew it was going to be a fight out there. So really proud of our women and how they battled and how they stayed together and how we cleaned things up defensively. Really also excited about our rebounding effort and how we shared the ball tonight.
Anybody else got some questions I want to start firing away?
Yeah, Carl, this one's for you. Obviously a starting five this year has been, the scoring's been pretty diversified, and tonight was your night. You had 22. So what can you say about the teamwork and the cohesiveness of the unit, and for them to support you and kind of have your night tonight?
It was great tonight. I think we obviously have a really talented group of girls, so you never know who's going to have their night, but that's what makes our team great, just sharing the ball and playing together. Anyone can have a great night, and tonight just happened to be my night, but it was really fun out there.
Coach, it's a one-game season coming into the game, but how much have you had a chance to look at maybe one or both of the teams coming up, playing here in just an hour? Have you had a chance to look at them and strategize at all?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I think we've done a really good job of staying dialed in and focusing on the moment, but I'd be kidding you if I told you that we hadn't looked at them. So we definitely have put a lot of time into both Vassar and WNL, just kind of try to get familiar with them in the event that we had this opportunity. We want to be prepared for it. So we know that we're going to get a great matchup and a great opponent, whomever we see tomorrow. So we're going to have to get some rest here the next 24 hours and be ready to go. But we're excited for the opportunity.
Kaylee, obviously off the bench today, had a good impact. Coach talked a lot about team rebounding. You had a good rebounding effort off the bench. What was the difference, especially on the offensive rebounding side of things? You guys had over 25 offensive boards.
Yeah, I think rebounding has been a big emphasis that we've had in practice the last couple practices for the last couple of weeks, and we just had grit. We continue to go on the boards, and we continue to take advantage of them and get points off of them.
Oh yeah, question for me, Coach. Kind of the first few minutes, y'all had a kind of cagey start, a good number of turnovers, but after the media timeout, y'all came back and scored. I think what was it, 16 unanswered. What was your message to your squad, just to be able to clean it up and basically not look back on the way through?
Well, we have a group that believes in each other and trusts each other, and so that was kind of our reminder. It was more of a conversation there in that timeout that we were getting good looks. I thought we were defending pretty well. You got to give credit there to Penn State Barron in terms of the looks that they were able to knock down. But we just felt like if we could turn things up on defense, take away the paint, and just start getting out in transition, we'd get some high percentage looks at that point in time. So that was really the whole emphasis coming out of the timeout there.
Coach, and maybe even Carly can speak to this a little bit. All season, one of the things you've emphasized is the depth of this team and the quality of scoring, even beyond the starting five. You had huge minutes from Alexa and Kaylee. Can you guys just talk a little bit about how big it is to have depth, especially come this time of year?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge to have, I'll let you jump in there too. It's huge to have women coming in off the bench that you trust. I can't say enough about Kaylee Byrne. She's a four-year senior who has just worked and taken a massive step this year. You see the belief that her teammates have in her when she goes out there. We go into the bench there with about 4 minutes to go in the game. Things have tightened up with Lex and Kaylee, and they both delivered. We're able to expand on the lead. So, it's important because it gives us an opportunity when somebody might be off a little bit or something's not working with whatever lineup we have to go into the bench and get some different looks and do some things differently. So it's exciting, and it's huge to who we are.
Yeah, I think our depth is so important, especially in practice. Like, we can all push each other and bring the best out of each other. So even our bench players, we're working so hard, and we're just working to make each other better, and you can see that in our games.
Anybody got anything else?
Yeah, high possession game tonight. I mean, 70 possessions. Game was back and forth. With the game 24 hours away, obviously rest is paramount. But if you can go maybe a little more specific, like how are you guys going to make sure that you come out firing at that same kind of pace and intensity tomorrow after a pretty grueling game today?
Yeah, well, we're going to get a good meal in us. We're going to get a good night's sleep. We're going to stretch. There's a hot tub and a pool at the hotel. We might have people jumping in there. Whatever we can do to stay loose, to stretch out the muscles and relax a little bit. Again, it's this time of year, whomever we play is going to be facing a similar situation, right? Like, they'll have 2 fewer hours to rest and recover. So you just kind of have to rely on each other, rely on what got you here, trust your adrenaline, and we'll have a good stretch and cool down tomorrow morning when we get here for walkthrough.
Coach, Carly, Kaylee, thanks for joining us. Best of luck tomorrow.
Appreciate it. Thank you.